What's going on, everyone? Like Sports, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the New York Giants players that have been injured for a long time. That includes Saquon, Barkley, and Andrew Thomas. And there's some terrific news on these two guys as they are expected. They're on track to play on Monday night in Tampa Bay. A huge game for the Giants. Monday Night Football. Against Tom Brady and his Buccaneers, who have dropped the last two games against a couple of teams that, are teams that they should beat. The Saints, with their third string quarterback, is a team they should beat, and the football team rather, they're definitely a team that they should beat. So this is definitely a winnable game for the Giants, hands down. But the Bucs are going to come out with a little more in them, but Daniel Jones is expected to have his top three weapons. In my opinion, these are his top three weapons. Kenny Golladay played last game against the Raiders. He only caught 2 passes. They didn't really get him going in the game. So, I think with an extra, with the bye week, the extra week, I think he was able to prepare a little bit more, and get himself ready for this upcoming game. Sterling Shepard, he is questionable to play. It sounds like they're kind of leaning toward him not playing, but the extra day being, with the game being on Monday night, gives him a little bit more of a shot to play. But, I don't think there's any question about who Daniel Jones' top 3 weapons are. That's Kenny Golladay is, number 1 wide receiver. Saquon Barkley, his running back, who is arguably one of the best running backs in the league, and his left tackle, Andrew Thomas, who, without Andrew Thomas in the game, Jones just looks scared to do anything. So, to me, the news that we've got in the past couple days is super important. Andrew Thomas and Saquon Barkley are really looking good on the practice field. And Joe Judge, according to Jordan Renan, Joe Judge sounds like a coach who expects to have Andrew Thomas playing. And then as for Saquon Barkley, he said that he's on track to play. So this is terrific news for the New York Giants. I don't think they could have asked for much more coming out of the bye week. We've been a team that's been banged up all season long. It's not an excuse, though. We've got to be able to come out and win some football games in the second half of the year. It's a much easier schedule down the stretch. So I think the Giants definitely have some winnable games in the schedule, and I think they can make a push for the 7th seed or even the 6th seed, as the Saints are one of those banged-up teams, especially at the quarterback spot. So it'll be interesting to see what the Giants do the second half of the year, but it's very, very important that the New York Giants are going to have their weapons back. Daniel Jones is going to be back with his weapons. Now, a lot of people may think the Giants' season's over, this, that, and the other, but you got to look at the standings. They're a game and a half out. They have the tiebreaker on the Panthers, who currently sit in the 7th spot. And the Giants, compared to all the other teams in the race, they have a much easier schedule. They play the Eagles twice, the Dolphins, the Bears, the Washington football team. So there's very winnable games there. The Chargers look like a much more beatable team than we initially thought a couple weeks ago after, some losses to teams that they should be able to beat. So, these players returning open so many doors for everybody, for Daniel Jones, for Jason Garrett. There's so much more Jason Garrett can do with this offense now that he has Saquon Barkley, now that he has Kadarius Toney, now that he has Kenny Golladay. Jones is going to have more confidence standing in the pocket, and that he's not going to get rocked from behind because Nate Solder or Matt Parrott aren't they're just making a mess and being a disgrace to the New York Giants franchise. So this is all a huge help. If I had to guess, I think the New York Giants are going to have a great second half of the year. I think they're going to turn it around. The defense seems like they've turned the corner. They're playing a Tampa Bay team who is really down, and the Giants are up. Look at the last 3 games we played. We won 2 of the last 3, and the one we lost was against a really good team in Kansas City in their house, prime time. We know how good Mahomes is in prime time, and we nearly beat them. It was a close game right to the end. So, for the Giants, I think that a lot of the fans should have confidence. and hopefully they're able to come out here and get a win. They're getting their guys back, and that's going to be huge. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments section about, all these players returning from injury. The Giants are going to be back to full force, slowly. Not fully back, but, having their main pieces back at full force. I think it's going to be a great second half of the year. I think the Giants are going to be a very good football team. You guys let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And as always, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Let's go, Giants.